Before we get into the initial drills, I'd like to introduce the turntable concept. If you considered your left arm and club 6 songs on a album on a turntable, you could have a tilted turntable like this and see that turntable going one way and then the other. And that should be a fairly easy thing to see, as you're saluting your left arm and club towards your right shoulder, the left arm and club work on a slant, like a turntable. And these are 6 songs on an album. You'll find that these 3, or half of the songs, keep going, and these 3 stop. And then as you swing all the way through to that horizontal point, these 3 songs magically catch up to the other 3. You don't even have to try to do it. It just happens. If you swing all 6 songs around this important joint. And then when you get your right hand grip on there, the right arm bending at the elbow and the hand here is the main source of energy to get these songs to rotate around that spindle. And since the collarbone and scapula are part of the spindle, it actually rotates around your spine. Ideally, you wouldn't try to rotate your spine, believe it or not. The collarbone and scapula and arm are independent of the spine and independent of the right arm. If they're relaxed, the whole left arm and these bones and joints, and this is active, you want this right arm to bring the left arm into that salute, into the shoulder, and make it feel as if it's where it wants to go, the path of least resistance. And then when you drive the 6 songs away from the shoulder, feel like that's also the path of least resistance. It's where it wants to go. And you might start at 33 RPM in both directions. This is a hinging to the right and an unhinging through to the left, to that now famous point. You did it with your feet together. They should touch and stay touching. If you have a fitted club, you should have a nice posture. Try to remember this little tilt, but you can still jump. And then make it a little tougher. The way to learn anything is to challenge yourself or stress yourself into adaptation. The first one I would do would be to draw the right foot back and put it as vertically as you can up on its toe and make the right leg lifeless. You're still tilted with your head over that right knee. And then just salute the shoulder and drive this left arm and club fully away from the shoulder to that point if you can. Probably going to need to retract it to hold your balance. Then switch it up to the other side. Next, let me get some more ball. Now let's place your left foot behind your right foot and bring it to the other side and try to plant it on the ground. Get the ball between your feet, and here's your drill. Salute, drive away from the shoulder to that point if you can. Then switch that up. Left foot in front. And take your time. On this one, turn your chest to the right about 45 degrees and keep it there. And so you have a closed stance and swing into the shoulder and away from it, arms only. Then, a very important drill, spread your leg a bit, draw it back, flare it out, and aim your hips and chest what feels like about 45 degrees to the right. From there, into the shoulder, really throw it away, full length from the shoulder, and let it swing through this point. Finally, if you get really good, start at the first condition. Swing all the way through from what's called a very long extended swing here in an impact condition. Swing all the way through and swivel it back to start. All in one motion. And you should be able to relax and wave at the audience. You just did a nice trick shot. So there are the first drills. It's nice to have supervision when you do them. Next, we learn to spread out and do actual trick shots, hooking, fading, and all sorts of things, so you'll know what your neutral is and what you're capable of with your right arm, pulling this swing into the shoulder and driving it away from the shoulder through the ball. Thank you.